Starting with the name of Allah, most beneficial and most merciful. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ali Haider and my group partner name is Fahad Karim. Today we are going to present about the topic of fork. What is fork? Fork क्या है? Fork किस लिए use होता है? उससे पहले let's discuss some preconcepts of it. System call. What is system call? A system call is a program that user program uses to interact with the OS. For example, he want to copy something, then he will use a system call. There are many examples of system calls. For example, copy, which is used to copy, create, which is used to create file, delete, which is used to delete file, and fork, which is used to create process. Fork is used to create process. A process is an instance of program in execution, mean it is in a running state. And process management involves creation, execution and termination of process, and fork is important function in process management. Now how fork works. The fork system call creates a new process by duplicating the calling process, resulting in two separate processes running independent to each other. The new process created is called child process, while the original process therefore call is called parent process. Now the question comes, how can we identify whether it is a child process running or it is a parent processing running? For that, fork returns some integer value which is used for identification whether it's child process or parent process or any error has occurred. If it's return 0, then it means it is a child process, and if it's return 1, then it means it's parent process is running, and if it's return some negative value, it means some error has occurred in creating process. For example, here we have a code of a fork in a C language. Here we are calling a fork and then we are printing hello world. What will it do? When the fork is called, it will create a new child process and there is a parent process. So you can see in the picture that after fork calling, it is creating two processes. One ID is 0, which is a child process, and one PID is 1, which is a for parent process. For example, when fork is called, it will create two different process. One, it will run for a parent process, then it will print a hello world, and then it will run for the other and it will again print hello world. Now in this code you can see we are calling the fork 3 times. What will it do? It will first call fork, it will create a child process, then second fork is called, then it will create a child of the first fork creating child. Means it will first time two processes creating, then after second fork it will create two more process which will become 4 processes. Then when the third fork is called, then it will create a child process of all the above child. Mean it will create a total 4 is already created, so 4 more will create it and total will become 8. There is also a formula given 2 power n, mean n will be the number of forks. So there is a 3 forks, so 2 power n 3 mean 8 time fork will be created.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Fahad Karim Khan and now I am going to explain the advantages of fork. The advantages of fork are process management, parallel processing, process isolation, fault tolerance, debugging and resource management. Process management. Process management is crucial aspect of operating system and fork is a key system call used in this area. Process creation. Fork is used to create a new process from its parent with its own memory space, program counter and other resources. Process termination. It is also used to terminate a process. When a process is terminated by a fork, the operating system frees all the resources associated with the project. Process scheduling. Fork is used in process scheduling to create a new process and manage their execution. The operating system uses a scheduler to decide which process should run next, and fork is used to create a new process that can be scheduled. Disadvantages of fork. While fork is a powerful system call used in process management, it also has some disadvantages. For example, resource usage, memory overhead, and security risk. Resource usage. When a process is created using fork, it inherits the resources of the parent process. This can lead to excessive resource usage, especially in multi-process environment where many processes are created by using fork. Memory overhead. When a process is created using fork, it creates a copy of parent process on memory. This can lead to significant memory overhead, especially for larger processes. Security risk. Fork can also introduce security risk, especially when it is used to create privileged process. If a privileged process is compromised, it can lead to system-wide security breaches. Since the fork can be resource intensive and affect the system performance, there are alternative calls that can be used in place of fork such as vfork, clone, and POSIX spawn. Conclusion. In this presentation, we have learned that fork is a powerful system call for process management in operating system. It is used to create child processes that can perform specific tasks independently of parent process. Fork is an important tool for multitasking and resource allocation in operating system. In this presentation, we have also covered basics of fork, including process creation, difference between parent and child process, and advantages and disadvantages of fork system call. We also learned alternative system calls such as vfork, clone, and POSIX spawn that can be used in place of fork. So from all this, I would like to say that understanding fork and other system calls is crucial for efficient and effective process management. That's all from our side. Thank you for listening.